Alrighty, folks. Round four. Let's get in. Let's get into the MAGA Cope because it's still happening, and we're getting closer to the eyes of March, the March 4th, the big QAnon when what QAnon conspiracy where they think Donald Trump is going to be sworn in and everybody's going to just be all arrested and the whole country's going to go back to being a complete, extended failure of a state. Uh, but that's definitely not going to happen. Donald Trump's not president. Joe Biden is. Nothing's going to happen. It's just going to be a bunch of Trump folks that show up on the 4th and probably do something stupid. And it's going to be the reason that a bunch of soldiers have to be away from their families for even more time. So, congratulations, guys. You're a bunch of douchebags. Thank you. Anyway, I want to see. Let's see what we got. I haven't been here in a minute. I haven't been doing, any of this for a minute because I have been just beat to shit tired working. Not only that, but I slammed my foot open. It was so gross. I was just I lost a ton of blood. It was fucking nasty, but it was just this tiny little cut, would not stop bleeding. It ended up just going to sleep at some point. I don't know. Probably not a good idea. Alright, what is this? Next 5 years after Texas secedes from the United States, Free Republic States of America, President Donald Trump. Oh my God. Yeah. It's, Texas ain't doing so good. Maybe you should kind of rethink that. I don't know if that's really gonna. That's definitely not aging well. However old it is. Oh, what's this? Where did it go? Well, you should move on. Get the fuck out of here. No. I wore my Trump China mask today, and every single person who complimented me on it was black. People are waking up. I don't even know what that means. Rush Limbaugh. Let's keep the torch burning bright. Fuck Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh is a piece of shit, and he should have been off the air. I don't know if he should have died. I don't know how I feel about saying a bunch of shit about his death, but fuck him. He can, rest in shit. I don't fucking care. The comments were supportive. He couldn't even spell Cruz right. I don't know what this. Who else would like to be in Cancun with Ted Cruz? I would like to be anywhere Ted Cruz is fucking not. The guy is slimy. Exactly. This is what people don't fucking understand. They're still trying to push the windmills. We got windmills up here. I just passed one the other day, and it was going fine. It's only 28 degrees right now, so... Exactly. Why would AOC do this? Oh, I saw a good conservative cell phone. That was funny. Oh, I think this is it. Yeah. The liberal media is fawning over AOC and Beto stepping up to help Texas, but won't show the Republicans. Where are the stories of conservative politicians helping out? They're not there because they got you into this mess. You're asking the guy who set the building on fire to, put it out, even though he's flat out refused. He's just like, no, I'm not gonna. Why would I do that? I already set it on fire. That was my whole goal. To all the Texas liberals, I hope you're enjoying your I hope you're enjoying your taste of what it's like to live under socialism. What? They did all of this, all of the infrastructure being put into, being centralized in Texas and not being crossed over state lines. All the power grid, not the infrastructure for the power grid. And doing all of that to skirt regulations is all because of capitalism, because they didn't want to pay taxes and get regulated. So this is what happens, and that's why your fucking bills are skyrocketing right now. And it's definitely why gas is getting more expensive. It's not because, the pipeline got shut down or green energy is a failure or whatever. All it is Texas is freezing the fuck over, so it's hard to get gas out when oh, that's terrible. Like refined oil out of a state that, can't refine its oil because it's frozen over. Fuck Biden. Amazon marketing decision by making over 50% unit. I want to do business with you. Yeah, it's a good business idea. I mean, the MAGA Cope people will fucking eat that shit up, literally. I mean, if they don't underestimate how foolish these people are. Trump is still my president. Hang on, what is this? Trump is still my president. That's sad. All these Hollywood celebutards who are posting disgusting joyful celebrations on Rush Limbaugh's death. We need to compile a list of these cretins, then let it be known that we'll boycott their commercial endorsements and write to their sponsors. Also boycott their movies and whatever else they do. Yeah, I'm laughing too, dude. Because, go ahead. I mean, if people are saying, hey, Rush Limbaugh talked about, reveled in the death of AIDS patients during the 90s, and that's true. That's a thing he did, and it's disgusting. If you don't find that disgusting, well, then you're part of the problem. And go ahead and boycott them. They don't care. You'll eventually need it. And it's just like with Colin Kaepernick. You're gonna burn your Nikes or smash your Keurig or whatever it's gonna be, and all that's gonna happen is the company's just gonna make money because you give them a bunch of publicity. Good job. You did it again. The cycle continues. Conservative cell phones. We need to get rid of Ted Cruz once. Ooh, you are warm enough. Demand his resignation in Texas. Let's see. Uh-oh. You can crawl off your cross any time there, Iris. What was Cruz to do? Raise his hands to the sky and clear the skies magically? You'll just excuse anything he does, huh? Pretty much. Wow. These kind of people who try and want to end the conversation like that are the worst. You're just the worst kind of person. Go screw. Isn't there a White History Month? We are important too. Well, I don't agree with any of the History Month things, regardless of who it is. I get it, but I think we should really focus on just American history one, and not only that, but just educating people on the reality of our history, not just not the good things. Don't whitewash everything, so to speak. Don't put rose-colored glasses on it. I guess I could say would be a better analogy, but it just put more emphasis on teaching what happened in the past and why we have to learn from that, and that instead of just keeping it out of history. And this flag represents a lot of hatred and a lot of things that a lot of oppression towards minorities in the United States, all over the country, and still to this day. Obviously, why they're using it in a video. Let's see. Let's see a couple more, and then I think I want to go to. I'll go to. Should I go to conservative? I'll do a few more. I'll stay on here for just a little bit longer. Rush Limbaugh here to return the talent on loan from God. Oh, that's so cringy. Kill me now. He did have a very nice voice. That's true. He did know how to speak, but that's about it. What a fucking not his content was the fucking problem. That's what it was. Perry says Texans willing to suffer blackouts. Why do I keep moving that? To keep feds out of power. What? Or suggest that going days without power is a sacrifice? Wow, what a fucking asshole. Jesus. Governor of Texas Rick Perry says that he's fine with Texans dying from a lack of utilities to keep the government out of their business. The state of Texas looks like a third world country right now. America is the richest country on earth. This is definitely fucking unacceptable. Rick Perry, you're a piece of shit. These people just don't care. I said it. People like this, Rick Perry, love dead Americans. It's true. I don't know. Let's see. Joe Biden. Oh. I hope they made you pay for that. Don't throw books. Like people, you know, kill just to have a book like that so they can learn how to fucking read, dude. Maybe you should do that. Maybe you should find a book you can read and you spend more time, you know, not throwing like that. I can breathe because I follow the law. Lung cancer. I took that personally. That's awesome. Oh, man. Good job. Good job, Coping MAGA. I love it. Let me see what this is. Let's see. Seems weird. 12th, Trump in office. Biden in office. What is this? Okay. I knew this shit was gonna happen because this is happening. Guess what? The reason your gas is getting more expensive is because of the Republicans that fucked up in Texas, like I said before. Hey, they can't produce enough gas because we're energy independent, right? Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know how energy independent we actually are. So don't quote me on that one. Statement like Donald J. Trump. Who gives a fucking shit? Oh yeah, basically like Trump gave a eulogy about Rush Limbaugh, and all he did was basically suck his own dick, because that's what Trump does. He's just like, yeah, I loved him. He was great to me. He was a great guy to me. Great for my campaign and my presidency. Yada yada yada. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna move on from Coping MAGA for a second, and then I'm actually gonna get some water. Then we'll move on. Let's get into the internet's worst character, Terrence K. Williams. I really do not like Terrence K. Williams, and I'll probably tell him to go fuck himself at some point. I just hope he does. But we'll see. Let's see. I'm being asked to treat Biden better than the liberals treated President Trump. You can treat President Biden however you want, as long as you don't, slander, libel him, or threaten him with acts of violence, or lead people to, acts of violence towards him. Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, you can say whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Some conservatives and liberals are asking me to respect Joe Biden by calling him Mr. President. Well, you should. He is the president. I mean, you can call him President Biden, Joe Biden. I just call Biden. I just say Biden or Joe Biden. Who gives a fuck? Sorry, that's not happening. Okay, you control your speech however you want, bud. Sorry. Trump was never really a leader per se. So, regardless of his legitimacy in his position, he's a shit leader. He sucks at leading anything. Okay. I don't want to do this. I hate hearing his voice, but we'll go. We'll do it. Let's see. Hopefully it's not too loud. Try and keep it down. Oh.
You too old to travel in the cold? Huh? Joe, are you not healthy enough to travel in the cold? Huh? Joe,
travel in
what's
the
wrong
cold?
with you? Why have you not been to Texas? Why have I not seen a headline of Joe Biden arriving in Texas? This man...
The fuck's he gonna do? I mean, especially if the airports are closed because it's snowed over. What's he gonna do there? Throw paper towels to people and they little hand warmers? Be like, hey, clap for me. What is he gonna do? I don't even understand what or I don't even know what power Joe Biden actually has to go there. And the problem necessarily isn't with Joe Biden; it's the state leaders. This is like a state level thing. So if you really want the federal government to step in, big government to step in for Texas, you know, the pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of crowd, then by all means advocate for it. Keep doing it, because it's just going to be more proof that Texas is never going to secede and never going to succeed on its own, because it can't without the federal government. You're literally calling for the federal government to step in. Jeez. And then if Joe Biden went down there immediately with like aid, he'd be like, oh, so we need to rely on the federal government. We need to rely on Big Brother, huh?
And is not fit to be in the White House. Don't even think
you're not fit to be on camera.
He's legally supposed to be in the White House. This man can't even travel in the cold. President Trump would have been in Texas. Joe Biden even responded late. He responded late and still ain't been to Texas. What you doing, Joe? Playing Mario Brothers or cards with your grandkids? What you doing?
With the cockroaches.
This is what I want to know, Joe. This is what I want to know. How in the world can you defend America when you can't?
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. What would Trump have done? What would Trump have done?
Can't even travel in the cold.
You
can only travel when it's 70
why
degrees.
do you if he can't travel in the cold? Why doesn't he? Why are you? Why do you have him? Why is the picture that you have of him with a fucking bomber jacket on?
He's outside. You can only.
It looks
travel,
like he's outside, kind of in the.
70
It looks a
degrees
little chilly.
Outside,
That's snow.
The wind
I
is
don't know.
blowing.
I think that's.
You can't travel in the rain. You can't travel in the snow.
Again, what is he going to do down there?
If you want to be the president, Joe, you have to stand up for Americans, no matter.
Joe Biden isn't just going to go down there and hold a rally and be like, "Oh, I'm the president. Good, clap for me." And then everybody's going to go back to their homes and be like, "Oh shit, we're still fucking freezing." I'm not sure what Joe Biden is actually doing or what he has the power to do, but this is mostly Texas's problem, and it's the state senators and the state representatives that really need to take care of this. But it ends up being Beto O'Rourke and AOC who go down there and do the right thing. You know, whatever. I mean, Trump has the power to go over there. He can fly over there. Isn't he a billionaire? Why doesn't he go and, start helping people out? He has power still. Oh, wait, he won't do that because he's a total fucking piece of shit and a narcissist. Oh, well. My question was never answered. So a white supremacist president told some white supremacists to storm the Capitol to overthrow the white supremacist government, but we're stopped by the white supremacist police force and are now being investigated by the white supremacist FBI. No, that's a lot of confusion of. I'm not even gonna try and open that can of worms because it just. It seems like it's talking about like very specific arguments that people are making or questions he asks at somebody or like at everybody, and it's just like nobody gives a good fucking answer because it's like, what the fuck? Where do you even start? Joe Biden is a sick animal. Well. He is an animal because he's a human being. Yeah, he's a Homo sapien. Sick, maybe? I don't know. He's pretty old. So you might be on track with that one, just not in the way you think. Democrats are upset we're not calling Joe Biden the president. I'm hearing they want big tech to ban people for not putting president in front of his name. Imposter Biden. Yeah, I'm sure that has a really big following. I'm sure everybody's clamoring to censor, the people. I don't want to listen to him again. I hate his voice. He said blacks and Hispanics don't know how to get online and use the internet. He think we all are all ignorant. Well, you're not helping your case. President Trump President Trump would have been called racist for saying this. Raise your hand if you agree. Let's see how out of context this is. Come on, you can play.
A lot of people don't know how to register. Not everybody in the community, in the Hispanic and the African American community, particularly in rural areas that are distant and or inner city districts, know how to get online to determine how to get in line for that COVID vaccination at the Walgreens or at
Hold up, wait a minute, Joe.
Poor and disadvantaged people who tend to be, black and Hispanic, minorities who live in areas that don't have good internet access or good access to federal facilities or state facilities where they can be like, hey, how do I get online? Especially if they're old people, because the old people are the ones who are going to be getting online first. So they're going to have to reach out to others to try and get online. So maybe we should put more effort into doing that for the people who aren't like me, who can get online and just, figure out how to get a vaccination. But people who are like someone like my mom, who really kind of wouldn't understand maybe how to do it or something. I don't know. Hell, some of my neighbors don't even have computers, so I might have to go over and be like, hey, this is how you sign up for your vaccination. That's simple as that. It's about the disadvantaged people, and you don't understand. You're leading on the premise that there hasn't been like any systemic racism or oppression of minorities in the United States, and that it's always been fair for everybody, after the Civil War or some shit like that, or after Jim Crow. I don't know where you're gonna set the bar or draw the line, but who knows, buddy?
Do you think you are, Joe? I'm talking to you. Look at me when I'm talking to you,
Shut
Joe.
the fuck up.
Who do you think you are to sit up here and say that blacks and Hispanics don't know how to use the internet? You think we that stupid? You think we that dumb, Joe? Are you?
How do you play the video and then literally immediately take him out of context and not talk about the fact that he said people in rural areas, disadvantaged people, especially in the inner city, who don't have access to a computer, who are more likely to be black and Hispanic or minority. That's exactly what he said. Did you not listen? Did you not pay attention?
What are you thinking? Are you even thinking? Seriously, are you even thinking? You have to be ignorant yourself to sit up here and say something like that, Joe. Guess what, Joe? I'm black, and I'm using the internet to tell you.
And you know what, Terrence? That's good that you're black and you're using the internet. I really wish that you would not use the internet, regardless of if you're black or not, because you're a terrible person and you're really fucking annoying. Honestly, you're the worst character, the absolute worst character that I can imagine, and you don't make any sense. And I still don't understand how you have so many followers when you are just so instantly incompetent in your own arguments. It's fascinating on a very unlike a hey, you know what, I'll look at the poop. I'll take a look at the poop. Hey, it's the poop. It kind of smells gross. Ugh. Not my kind of poop. Oh well, move along. Let's see. What does it say? If you're such a big Texas resident, what are you doing in Charlotte? Yeah, what are you doing in Charlotte, bud? No, don't look at me. Look over there. Look at that guy. Terrence, maybe you should go and help out. Aren't you a big altruistic kind of dude? Aren't you the guy who's like, oh yeah, well all these legislators should, be in Texas helping out, doing something. You got some power. You have clout. You could get some community organizing going on, but you won't because you're an asshole and you don't care. Texas will remain red. No one can talk me into supporting Beto. He will never get my Texas vote. Stop trying to push Beto on us because Ted Cruz is in because Ted Cruz is Cancun. I didn't know Ted Cruz was actually Cancun. That's wild. That's amazing. Amazing bit of geography there. We don't want Beto. This man is pure garbage. Texas will remain red. I don't know about that. The red government isn't really doing too well right now. At least for its citizens. Let's keep going. All right, that's enough. That's enough of him for a while. Oh, did I? Yeah, I saved things. Uh-oh. Oh, dang it. There it is. Idolizing a politician is like believing the stripper really likes you. That's pretty true. Oh, yeah. Don't ever forget that Fox News won a court case persuasively, arguing that no reasonable viewer takes Tucker Carlson seriously. And he shouldn't. No, nobody shouldn't. That nobody should take Tucker Carlson seriously because he's just a liar. He lies all the time. It's all a bunch of bullshit opinions from some super, rich trust fund kid. He's an heir to like some, what is it, like Swanson meals or something like that? Some kind of food empire. I forget. But he's got shitloads of money. What happened to the global warming that you people have been talking about? Someone does not know what they're talking about. Should try some punctuation, but hey, here's how global warming works. So the temperature goes up globally by like 1 degree, and then the climate, the weather patterns over time change so that extreme weather events like freezing in Texas happen more frequently and more severely. And when hurricane season comes around, next time or next year or this year or whatever, guess what's going to happen? There's going to be a ton of devastation. It's going to be really bad this year. I can guarantee it, because it's only going to get worse unless we start doing something about it. So maybe educate your fucking selves. Let's see. Alexa, show me what happens when you let Democrats control energy policy. It's almost 3 p.m. Time to turn off major appliances, set the thermostat to 78 degrees. Or use fan instead. Turn off excess lights and unplug any appliances. Conserve energy. Do your part. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Looks like we got problems on both sides, buddy. Yeah, that's enough about Texas. That's enough about these conservative cell phones. This is the one I saw. This is hilarious. Well, we'll end on this. Good old Ted Cruz. I wish this was parody. Disney posts a job ad looking for strong, fierce women who are also obedient, submissive, and docile. Oh, Ted. It is parody. It is. It's satire. Fake news you can trust. Good job, sweetheart. All that, guess you got too much time in the sun, huh? The heat got to you. Funny, considering you're from Texas. Alrighty. That's enough. I think I'm gonna explore something else. Maybe I'm gonna explore BitChute, because it's getting a little weird. But I'll be back on this very, very soon. Don't you worry.